Hi. Well, hello. Okay, let's see. Let me know if you can hear me. I know we had a lot of issues with that, so I want to make sure that you can hear me okay. Let me say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you. So, first things first, please tell me if you can hear me. I will sort of wait and you can let me know if you can hear me okay. Does it sound like it's a reverb or an effect or something? This is probably a good time for me to sort of do a quick test. So right now, it sounds good. Now let's do one more thing. I'm going to try this setting. Does it sound like an echo now? Probably does. I'm testing out a setting. Does it sound like a double or reverb of some sort? Okay. Yes, happy Saturday, 2 for 1. Happy Saturday, mobile music. I can always count on you. Oh, no reverb sounds good? Okay, because, all right, we're gonna, oh, yes, now. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so this is why I'm doing this. So just to be clear, 2 for 1, let me know now, do you hear any reverb? Because I took this particular setting off the microphone. Okay, yes. Okay, so now I think I understand. All right, we're gonna do a little test. Today is an exciting day. We're going to be challenging you, okay, with Unit 3, the entire Unit 3. So I know some students are going to be coming in late, so that's okay. While I get myself together and wait for some more students to come in, I'm going to see if I can share a video on my phone because I had a interesting sort of week, and I like to tell you about it, but I'm going to kind of hold off before I say too much until some more students come into the classroom. But yes, it is Saturday. It is a happy Saturday, and hopefully everyone is doing well. How is everyone feeling today? How is everyone feeling today? Hopefully you have had a wonderful work week, school week, whatever you did during the week, and you're excited to be here on another Super Saturday live in the music room. Let me just introduce myself for those of you who may not know me. I am Miss Christine, and this is Live in the Music Room, where we come in every Saturday as often as we can. If not a Saturday, then a Friday afternoon, and we come in and we do music instruction, all sorts of things related to arts education. We're new to to YouTube. This is a new channel that we're trying to grow and build. And so we're starting out with a music theory series, okay? And so far we've completed Unit 1, so you can go back and watch Unit 1. We've completed Unit 2, and you can go and watch Unit 2. In fact, let me see if I can share all of this great information with you. Hold on. Let's see if I can share this with you. Whoops. So this is our Unit 3 final challenge, but I want to share this screen with you. I wasn't trying to get to that screen. Hold on. Let's see if things are working out for me. Okay, here we go. Okay, yes. So let's show you on the channel, right? I'm going to go to the channel so that you can see all the courses that we've completed so far. So look at this. We have Unit 1, which is right here. All of the lessons here from Unit 1 you can see. All right. So if you're new to the channel, you can watch the videos and the resources, which I'll talk about. And then we completed Unit 2, which is here. Okay. All the resources and lessons for Unit 2 are here. That's in orange. And now we're getting ready to complete Unit 3 here in yellow. And today's challenge is all on Unit 3. Okay, how about that? And of course, the resources. Okay, so let's see. It looks like Abdul is in the classroom. Okay, South Africa. How you doing, Abdul? Oh, you were just karaokeing with your cousin. I go crazy when I hear the electric guitar solos. Oh boy, Abdul, that sounds awesome. We had a karaoke party maybe 2 weeks ago when we live streamed the Brooklyn Block Party. If you remember, do you remember coming in and we did the live stream with the musicians and everything? Let's see. Let me see if I can go over really quickly. Right here. Yeah, this was a party we did karaoke. We weren't able to get any of the karaoke singers because we were having network issues, okay? But this particular event, we did karaoke. So that's awesome that you go crazy when the electric guitar solo. And what songs are you singing when you're karaokeing with your cousins? That must be a lot of fun. Okay, you do remember. Yes, yes, yes. And so since Abdul was karaokeing this week, I think it was Thursday, there was a live band, a jazz band, that was performing, and I should have really got the video of, but it was pouring raining, and I couldn't really enjoy the experience to share it with you. I have a little snippet, and if I'm able to, before the live stream is finished, you could remind me, Abdul, or Mobile Music 2 for 1, and I'll try to share that little snippet. But it was a nice little 17-piece jazz band, and but it rained the whole time. It was an outdoor event, and it poured raining, and I didn't want to sit out there in the rain, so I listened in the car, in the van that we have, and it was really great. So that was kind of how my week is turning out. And did everyone else have a nice musical week? What else did you do musically? Come on, before we start our lesson, what did you do musically? Did you go to a concert? Did you sing karaoke with your cousins? Did you watch a concert on TV or live stream? Did you sing in the church choir? Come on, tell me, tell me. Okay, Abdul is telling me that he sang some Journey and Elvis. Oh boy, okay. And your voice struggles to go beyond F sharp 4. Abdul, you really make me laugh. You really do. Okay. So that sounds like a lot of fun. Elvis, okay? Yeah, some old school, as we would say. So I'm excited. Anything else? What about you, Mobile Music or 2 for 1? Okay, Abdul is letting me know I want to hear you sing some Elvis. Oh, okay. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, right? And I don't remember the rest of the words. Oh boy, I'm having fun. Okay, I'll have to work on my Elvis, and then I want to hear you sing some Elvis too. I don't know what song, because Elvis had a lot of hits, right? But it's always fun to do karaoke. Are you LOLing? Okay, Mobile Music. Abdul is giving us some laughter here. Okay, that sounds awesome, Abdul. All right, I wasn't expecting to sing any Elvis today, and that was the only thing that came to my mind was hound dog, right? But anyhow, are we ready to learn. Put it in the chat if you are ready to learn. Let me put it here. Are you ready to learn? Let me see. Are you ready to learn? Put it in the chat. Are you ready to learn? That is my question to you. Okay, so we can get started. Are you ready to learn? That is my question. Let's make sure the audio is okay. Can you hear my G4? Since Abdul likes to let us know exactly what pitch class he is singing or playing in. This is G4. Can you hear that keyboard? Okay, ready to learn. Are you ready to learn? Okay, are you ready to learn? Come on, Abdul, are you ready to learn? Yes. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so today is a challenge, okay? So, oh, and you know what? Hold on. Before we talk about the unit review, let me share with you. Hold on, where did it go? Whoops. What are we going to be covering in Unit 3 Final Challenge? So we're going to review 2/4 time signature. We're going to review 3/4 time signature. We're going to review dotted half note, right? We're going to review ties and slurs. And of course, we'll talk about the homework. And we've been getting those worksheets ready for you. So, that is exciting because as we close out Unit 3, all the worksheets for Unit 3 will be on the school store, okay? So I'm slowly getting things up there, but it will be up there today. I'll get it up there today. And if you don't see it, you can remind me, hey, what happened to our resources? It's all free. It's all free, okay? So until it's no longer free, and if it is, it'll be a few bucks or something. But it is free. So go ahead and enjoy those resources. Abdul and 2-for-1 and Mobile Music and those of you who are watching and even the replay, please like and subscribe. So that's a thumbs up and subscribe. If you're already subscribed to the channel, just take a few seconds and give a little thumbs up, okay? Because every week the algorithms see that Contemporary School of the Arts is consistent, people enjoy the content, and they let other people know what we're doing. So it means a lot. So I'll take a few seconds and pause and wait so that you can just hit that little thumbs up so that we know that you like what I'm doing and like where the channel is heading. That's very important. If I haven't said so already, thank you for watching the replay, okay? It is truly appreciated. Okay, so now that we have that taken care of, let's get started. Everyone said that they were ready to learn, okay? Ready to learn. Okay, so we're going to start with section 1, section 1. And so my question is, in your own words, where would you find the time signature placed? Meaning the placement of the time signature is where? In your own words, I want to see how you can articulate where the time signature is. You don't have to tell me what the time signature does in music. I'm just looking for the placement of the time signature. Okay, so let's see if our, our 30 seconds is working. Okay, it is working. All right, so you have less than 30 seconds now to tell me, where would I find the time signature? Okay, where would I find it? Okay, ready to learn 2-for-1. Okay, come on, 2-for-1. Where would I find the time signature? That is my question. Okay, 5 seconds on the clock. Okay. All right, so that's our time. So let's look at the answer here. So the placement, meaning the time signature, it sits at the beginning of the music right after the clef sign. So let me read that again. Where is the time signature? It sits at the very beginning of the music, right after the clef sign. So here are our two clefs, and you should be able to tell me this is a treble clef and this is a bass clef, and it sits right at the beginning of the music, right after the clef. So you'll never see a time signature like here. You know, you're not going to see it before the clef. You're going to see it right after the clef. Okay, let's see what our answers are. So Abdul is telling us the time signature is placed on the left next to the clef sign. Very, very nice job, Abdul. In your own words, too. 2 for 1 is coming in at the beginning of the staff in front of the clef. Nice work, 2 for 1. And of course, we can always count on mobile music on the staff right in front of the clef. Easy peasy, nice and easy. Job well done to our students, okay? And if you're watching the replay, go ahead and put it in the comments. Okay, let's move along. Our next question, because this is a challenge, so let's get our muscles and everything ready, okay? Because it's going to get a little harder, but not so hard if you were paying attention. Now, the time signature, again, we're talking about the top note, okay? Tells you how many blank belong in each measure. What does the top number in the time signature tell us? How many blank belong in each measure, okay? All right, come on. What am I missing? What does the top number tell us in the time signature? How many what? Carrots belong in each measure? How many hamburgers belong in each measure? I don't know. You tell me. How many? What is missing? Okay, let's see the answer. So the top number tells you how many beats or counts, okay? So beats and counts, they're the same thing. So if you said beats, that's fine. If you said counts, that's fine. Belong in each measure. Let's look at our student answers here. Okay, so mobile music said beats, counts. Good, mobile music. 2 for 1, beats or counts. Very nice job. Abdul, the top number tells me how many beats per measure. All right. And what are you saying here, mobile music? Now I'm getting hungry. Oh boy. Okay. Sorry to make you hungry. How many beats per measure? Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's do it. Now, the next question. This is a challenge. In 2/4 time, there are blank beats per measure. Okay, notice this question. You told me the top number tells us how many beats or counts in each measure. Well, now we're in a 2/4 time signature. So there are, I don't know, how many beats per measure. You have to tell me. Maybe it's 25. Let's do it. All right, how many beats? Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, how many beats? Okay, so I give you a few more seconds. We're down to 17, 15 seconds-ish. Okay, I see the answers are coming in very rapidly. Okay, 2 beats. Okay, 2 quarter beats per measure. I like that, Abdul. Good job, 2 for 1. Mobile music, 2, 2, 2. All right, let's see. What is the answer? 2 it is. 2 it is. All right, so let's continue. Are you ready? Yes, let's go. Now this question, I want you to tell me, how do I count the quarter notes in a 2/4 time signature? How do I count quarter notes in a 2/4 time signature? Let's do it. Tell me. All right, how do I count? I don't know. You help me. How do I count? I mean, I know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I mean, but how do I count these quarter notes? I need some help. Can you help me? All right, almost finished with our time. Okay, that's our time. Okay, let's move over to our students here. Abdul said, well done. Oh, how nice of you, Abdul. Well done, 2 for 1 in mobile music. Yes, well done to them. And you too, Abdul. Okay, so Abdul is saying 1, 2, right? So the way we count it is 1, 2, 1, 2. Good job, Abdul. It's almost like a little march, if you can think about it like that. Okay, thank you, Abdul. Mobile Music is saying that to you. You count 1, 2. If you are able to snap your fingers, 1, 2. Yes, do it. 1, 2. Snap with me. 1, 2. Do it again. 1, 2. Okay. like a dance class if you've ever taken dance before. Okay, so each quarter note gets 1 beat, and so 1, 2, right. Good job, Mobile Music, because a quarter beat gets 1 beat. I understand what you have there, Abdul. Okay, 1, 2. Good, 2 for 1. Okay, so let's look at our chart here, or our slide. And so we have, oh boy, look at, so yes, it's 1, 2, but here's what I'm doing here, and I don't want to confuse anyone. So I have 1 plus 1 is giving us the total beats for 2, okay? But the way we would count it is 1, 2, 1, 2, okay? So that's why I have 1 plus 1 gives us the total of 2 beats, 1 plus 1, and the next measure gives us a total of 2 beats, and then I have ta, 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 ta. But when we're counting the quarter notes, right, it's 1, 2, 1, 2. I forgot to make that change, so that was my error. But it's still good to see how we figured out 1, 2, 1, 2, because every quarter note gets 1 beat. So quarter note 1 here, the first quarter note is 1 beat, and then the second quarter note is another beat, 1 beat. And so when you count or add 1 plus 1, that gives us the 2 beats per measure. Okay, so that's great. And the same thing for the half notes. How would we count them? Okay, how would we count them? All right, you can tell me that. That's kind of easy, so I won't even put the clock up. All right, but let's see what the students are sharing. I think a tie can be connected as it's the same note value in the next measure. Absolutely, if you wanted to. Here we have 2 quarter notes, right? And so we know 1 plus 1 equals 2. You could tie them if you wanted to, but in this case, we're just have isolated quarter notes. We didn't get on our ties and slurs, so we're still in our 2/4 segment. And so here we have our half notes, and so we would sing them or play them. Let's see. So ta, ta, right? So we have that 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. I'm singing 1, 2 so that you can feel that the half note is held for a total of 2 beats or 2 counts, okay? Hopefully I'm not confusing you. If something seems a bit confusing, let me know, please, okay? All right, good. 2 for 1, 1-2, good. Hold the note for 2 beats. That is correct. Hold for 2 counts. That's what you want to do. Here for the quarter notes, right, it would be 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, I can show you that here on the screen. Let's see, give me a second. Let's get it together. Okay, let's do this. Here we go. I forgot to get this up and ready for you. Okay, so look. So here we have note E, right? It was note E. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, right? And then the next slide was, where's my slides, Christine? Okay, here we are. Whoops. And then the next slide for the half notes so that you can see how everything sounds. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. All right. Does that make sense for those of you who might be very, very new? And if you are new, please say hello. Okay. This is our challenge/review. Okay. So now let's go on to our next question. Now we have a whole rest. Remember, we talked about a whole rest, and I want you to explain what that means in your own words. When you see a whole rest and there's a 2/4 time signature, what does that tell us to do? That's my question to you. Okay, I'm going to put my timer up, bouncing to the beat, feeling that beat. Okay. Tell me in your own words. All right. Looking good in the chat. Yes, Abdul. Yes, there's all kind of variations. You can hold it. If you're tying 2 half notes, right, 2 and 2, we know that the note value would be 4 beats or counts. So yes, there's all kind of variations that you can compose or write when you're writing music. Okay, let's see what's going on in the room. Okay, so Abdul, what are you saying here? A whole rest tells us to rest for the entire measure. It doesn't have to be a 4/4 time. Okay, and I know exactly what you're saying here. Okay, let's go to our slide and let's first define what whole rest means. A whole rest is used for a full measure of rest, okay? Even if there are 2 beats, which you have the 2 here, which is the top number, which we just talked about, in each measure. Okay, so we talked about a whole rest gets 4 beats, but when you're in a 2/4 time signature, you're still resting 2 beats, even though you have a whole rest. Okay, so the duration of the whole rest is 2 beats of silence, but that whole measure is a full rest. And it just keeps everything nice and clean. And that's how we do that. Okay, all right. And you said, I learned that from you, ma'am. Okay, thumbs up, thumbs up. I love it, I love it. Good job, Abdul. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. So now here we go. In 2/4 time, a whole rest receives how many beats? Okay, blank beats. In 2/4 time, a whole rest, okay, receives blank beats. A whole rest receives how many beats? Okay, so if you were paying attention, you should know this answer. Okay, I pretty much gave you the answer, but let's see what the answer is. Let's have you put your answer in the chat. Okay, all right, yes, 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 I see it, I see it. Come on, let's go. Okay, 2 beats. Good, mobile music. Silence in music for 2 beats since the time signature is 2/4. Good. Let's go. 2 beats as that is the max. Okay, Abdul. 2, 2, 2. And 2 it is. Let's show you the answer here. 2. You've got our number 2 here, our top number in the time signature. Clearly lets us know every measure is going to get 2 beats. We have a whole rest, and a whole rest is used for a full measure of rest, even if there are only 2 beats in each measure. Okay, job well done. Okay, let's do a little class play here and have some more fun with you. So I want you to circle the measures that have the wrong number of beats. So before we do that, for some of our students that may be new or still learning with us, let's count the measures, okay? And maybe I can use let's have some fun. This is measure 1, okay? So I'll do it like this, measure 1, okay? So I'm going to put here measure 1, and then I'm going to put, measure 2. I might have to make it a little smaller, and this is all practice for me. Oh, that's really small. Okay, let's try here. Okay, that's good. Let's do measure 2, and let's do this a little smaller. Okay, this is just so that everything is spelled out. Measure, typing fast, measure 3. And what else do we have? You should know this is measure 4. Okay, right here. Okay, and then we have measure 5. Okay, and then we have measure 6. Okay, so now your job, and I'm going to try to space it out a little bit, make it a little cleaner for you. Your job is to tell me what measure has the wrong number of beats, okay? The wrong number of beats. Okay. Okay, did I skip a measure? No. Okay, here we go. And I'm not going to, I know that it's not straight, but that's okay. This is live in the music room. Okay, let me put my timer up. Put it back up and go. Go, go, go. Okay. Circle. In this case, I do the circling for you. But you're going to tell me what measures have the wrong number of beats. Okay? Okay. Yes. Okay, come on in. Okay, okay, I see some new faces. Wait a minute. Okay, all right. So let's see. Here we go. Let's go over. Before I even tell the answers, let's just see what is going on. Abdul says measures 2 and 3. And welcome, 1796. Measure 5. Okay, and tell me, where are you streaming from? And welcome to Live in the Music Room. I haven't seen you before. Okay, so let's see if that is correct. Okay, so let me get my let's get my highlighter. So here we are in measure 1. Okay, this is measure 1. And is this 2/4 time signature, right? So every measure has to get 2 beats. Okay, so a quarter note gets 1 beat, a quarter rest gets another beat. So I'm going to put beat 2 here. 1, 2. You're resting here on the quarter rest. So that looks good. Measure 2, you have a quarter rest. That's beat 1. Oh, measure 2, you have a half note. So that wouldn't work. That would be 3 beats in this measure. That can't be right when we're only supposed to have 2 beats in each measure. So that's not correct. So we're going to circle that because that's what the directions told us to do. Let's follow directions. So we're going to circle this one. Okay. Now let's look at measure 3. We have a whole rest. We talked about a whole rest, right? A whole rest is used for a full measure of rest, even if there are only 2 beats in each measure. So we already know that this is resting for 2 beats. So this is good. Measure 4, we have a half note. 1, 2. That seems good to me, right? We have a half note. A half note gets 2 beats, and the time signature is letting us know it is 2/4 time. Every measure gets two beats. Measure 5, we have a quarter rest. Beat 1, beat 2, oh my goodness, and beat 3. That is 3 beats in each measure. That is not correct. Measure 5 is not correct. And measure 3, we have beat 1. We have a rest here, beat 2. And we have a quarter note here, beat 3. Oh no, that's not correct either. So we can circle measure 6, okay? So measures 2, measure 5, and measure 6, okay? Let's see. Okay, India, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's so nice to see you. Please come back and give a like, okay? Give us a like and subscribe. And welcome. And we want to see you next week here in Live in the Music Room. Thank you so much. Okay, Abdul said measures 2, 5, and 6 is wrong. That is correct, okay? And you told us that measure 5 is incorrect, okay? As well as 2 and 6, okay? Does everyone see that and how we came up with that? Let me give you a few moments to see if you have any questions. Okay, because we have India in the classroom, we have South Africa in the classroom, and of course we have the USA in the classroom. So we are a global community. Come on, music students. Let me give you a high five and a clap, clap, clap. Come on, high five, clap, clap, clap. We're going to welcome our student all the way in India, okay? 1796. Okay, so any questions about our class play? Any questions? Okay, we're going to move along. I'll give you a few seconds because I do know that there is a delay, okay? And this is a way to test your knowledge and make sure that you fully understand reading the time signature of a 2/4 time, okay? And finding those wrong or incorrect measures. Okay, all right, so let's move along. Okay, now we're in section 2, section 2. And the question is, now look, we talked about this, but I want you to look really carefully. We have a 3/4 time signature now. So in your own words, India and Abdul, 2-for-1, Mobile Music, and everyone else that's watching, please tell me, what does the top number tell us when we are in now a 3/4 time signature, okay? 3/4 time signature, okay? And a 3/4 time signature, what does the top number tell us? That is my question to our students abroad, all over the world, okay? And Abdul, you have a brother? Wow. See how connected we are? Yes. Okay, 4 seconds. 4 seconds. Okay, that's our time. Let me take my clock down. All right, so I don't know if anyone gave me their answer, but let me tell you what the answer should be, okay? So in a 3/4 time signature, I have, well, pretty much the same thing, but I was looking for you to tell me a little bit more. The top number tells us how many beats or counts belong in each measure, but I also wanted you to let me know that in a 3/4 time signature, we are going to have 3 beats in each measure, okay? 3 beats in each measure. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so now let's talk about that bottom note, okay, Abdul and our student from India, okay? So what does the bottom number tell us when we're reading the time signature, okay? So come on and put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Come on, let me hear you. See you put it in the chat. And Abdul is letting me know the top number tells it's 3/4 beats per measure, and that tells us that it's 3 beats as a quarter note represents the 1 beat. So I'm kind of reading and paraphrasing what you're saying. Absolutely, the quarter note gets the beat, and so the 3 on top tells us that every measure is going to get 3 beats of sound or silence. Okay, very, very nice job, Abdul. Okay, let's see what the answer is for the bottom number. Okay, so as Abdul had shared in the chat, the bottom number is going to tell you what kind of note equals exactly 1 beat, and that is the quarter note. Okay, this here is the quarter note. Okay, and that is something that we learned in Unit 1, okay? In Unit 1. Okay, let's see what our students are sharing. Yes, Abdul, as I mentioned, yes, the quarter note represents the 1 beat, and so in that case, in a 3/4 time signature, 3 beats per measure. Good, and the bottom note specifies the type of beat. Precisely. Okay. Very nice, Abdul. Very, very nice. Okay. All right. I like to hear from more students. If you're watching, come on and tell me where you're streaming from. And don't be afraid to answer, even if you don't know. You can write, I don't know, but I'm going to learn. Okay. Any of that is appreciated. You know why? Because it's engagement. It's engagement. And this is a perfect time to pause for a second and ask for a like and subscribe, okay? Can't mention that enough. All right, let's continue learning and having some fun here. So as I mentioned, for those of you who may not know or new to the channel, when you see a 4 at the bottom, okay, when you're looking at a time signature and you see 3, 4, kind of looks like a fraction, right? When you see the 4 at the bottom, it means the quarter notes are running the show. I like to say the quarter notes are running the show, okay? And so that is what you should automatically, your brain triggers. Uh-oh, I see a 4. The quarter notes are running the show, okay? All right, wonderful, wonderful job. Okay, and so just as important, the difference is that 2/4 has 2 beats of, per measure, which we just talked about. And 3/4 time signature, you're going to have 3 beats per measure. And we didn't show too much 4/4 time signature, but we've talked about 4/4 and great lengths in our previous lessons. So in a 4/4 time signature, 4 beats per measure. Now, before I move along, are there any questions? Any questions? Okay, all right, okay. So here we go. How many beats are in each measure here? How many beats in each measure? I have a 2-measure score here, if you want to call it a score. And I want you to tell me how many beats per measure, okay? Let's go. This should be easy.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. Abdul is singing the answers. All right. Thanks, Mobile Music. I'm singing as I answer. I love that. Okay, I really wish I could hear you sing it, Abdul. Sing your answer to me. Okay, maybe I'll sing for you. How many beats are in each measure? Let's see what our students said. Okay, so we have Mobile Music is saying 3. And I'm sorry, that was 2 for 1. My apologies, 2 for 1. And Mobile Music here is saying 3 beats per measure. 3 beats or counts per measure. Good, good, good. And Mobile Muse, our 2 for 1, is moving their shoulders. Abdul is singing his answer. What are you doing at the computer or your phone or whatever you're watching us on? Okay, I'm just making this up as I go. All right, there are 3 beats per measure. Yes, we should do karaoke, okay? Abdul, are you up for karaoke? Okay. And where did I didn't hear from my other student. Where are we? Okay. I can't find it. But yes, we should do a karaoke little party and maybe we'll do something to celebrate our progress because we are learning so much. Okay, so the question was how many beats are in each measure? And there are 3 beats in each measure. We have 1, 2, 3 beats here. We have 1, 2, 3 beats here. And you can count the rhythms with me or count the beats. Here we go. Let's get our clapping hands together. Here we go. 1, 2, clap with me. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you should know when you see this at the end, which is a double bar line, that means stop, finish, okay? Yes, Abdul will be singing Elvis, okay? Okay, let's keep it going. All right, so in 3/4 time, there are blank beats per measure. How many beats per measure, okay? So let's put up our clock, okay? And go. Come on, move those shoulders. All right, come on, come on. Yes, we'll work on karaoke, a little karaoke party, Abdul. That would be awesome. Okay. All right. Come on, put it in the chat. Yes, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Okay, don't be afraid to answer, okay? Put your answer, and if you don't know, you can say, I really don't know. And I encourage you to watch the replay, okay? Watch the replay. All right, so let's see what the answer is. 3 beats. Look at here. We just counted in this slide before that there were 3 beats because of our time signature here. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I believe someone said the strong beat is on 1. Yes. So we have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yes. Remember we talked about that waltz, right? That time signature, 3/4 time signature, the style of dance. Okay. So here in a 3/4 time, there are 3 beats per measure. Okay, so you see how everything is connecting. Okay, even if this is something new, everything is connecting. All right, let's continue. We have so much to work on. I'm excited. Look at the time signatures below. The blank note receives 1 beat. Okay, and we talked about this. Okay, so let me hear from you, please. Let me hear from you. Okay, come on, put your answer in the chat. Okay, put your answer in the chat. Yes. Look at the time signatures below. The blank note receives 1 beat. What receives 1 beat? Okay. Come on, global music community. This is a global community. Okay, so I'm looking for the quarter note, okay? The quarter note. Let's see. My chat kind of went all over the place. Okay, let's see here. 3. Oh, wait, that was old. Okay, that was old. Okay, I see. The quarter note receives 1 beat. Okay, the quarter note receives 1 beat. And, okay, I'm just trying to get my bearings together here. Okay, great job, Abdul, and thank you. The quarter note is correct. All right, we're almost finished. So now let's move on to section 3. And I'm looking through my chat to find all of our students so that as you're giving answers, I can call you out, okay? So if I overlooked something, please let me know, okay? I know we have a new student in the classroom. all the way from India. Oh boy, I feel so honored when students come in and say hello. So please continue to share your answers. Okay, section 3, listen, listen. Let me get myself together. This is a video, okay? And let's see if it's going to play. Okay, it's a little low. Okay. Can you hear the video? Okay, okay. So first of all, were you able to hear the video? Maybe you did not hear the video. Okay, and if you didn't hear the video, you can let me know. But I showed that video because we were talking about the 3/4 time signature, and I shared with you the waltz, the style. Oh, the volume was kind of low. Okay, so since I was talking about the style of dance when you're waltzing, I wanted to show the little video, but of course the volume was low. So we'll just move along. Okay, so we talked about the dot formula. When you see a dot in music, what is that formula? Like here we have some kind of dotted half note here, and I don't know how to figure that out. Are you able to help me? How do you figure out that this is a dotted half note? I don't know how to figure it out. Can someone help me, please? Okay, can someone help me, please? Let's do it. Keep that energy going. Come on, you can do this. Come on, Abdul. Come on, mobile music. Come on, 2 for 1. Come on, our India student. Okay, and I have to remember I cannot find your name, your handle name in my slide, in my chat. Have to go through. So, kind of give me a smiley face. Okay, so let's see. What is the formula for the dot? Okay, so let's show the answers here. First, look at the first note. So that's the first thing. Look at the first note. Well, here is the first note, and you have a half note. Then you have to cut the note's value exactly in half. So you have 2 here. What's half of 2? 1. 2 plus 1 equals 3, which gives us a dotted half note. And then you add that half back to the total, and that is the formula. Okay, let's see what the answers are. The dot in music adds half the value to the note plus the value of the note. Okay, let me read that again. The dot in music adds half the value to the note plus the value of the note. So in other words, you have to add that. So a dotted half note gets 3 beats. 2 plus 1. Very nice work, okay? In your own words, in your own words. Okay, and here it is for those of you who may not know. Let's do the math. You have a half note, it's 2 beats. Step 2, the dot. When you take half of 2, you get 1 beat, and then you add 2 plus 1 to get a total of 3 beats, okay? So there you have it. Any questions? We talked about this last week. Oh, okay. Thank you, Miss Robin. Okay. All right. I see the new student's handle's name. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Now I have it. Yes. Samik 1796. Okay. All right, so now let's move on. I've realized I wasn't sharing again. My apologies. I tend to do that. Let's do the math. Step 1, you have a half note, which is 2 beats. Step 2, you have the dot. Half of 2 is 1 beat. and then you're going to add 2 plus 1 to give you the 3 beats total, okay? So that is how we figure out that the dotted half note gets 3 beats, the formula, okay? And so you should already know in a 3/4 time, a dotted half note is going to receive 3 beats, okay? I don't even have to ask you that, okay? All right, wonderful job. Okay, so here we go. We're going to have a quick little fun counting and clapping the beats, okay? So here we go. We have beat measure 1, half note. So this is 1-2, and then here's beat 3, right? And then our dotted half note, 1, 2, 3, okay? And then here we got 1, 2, 3, and then this is a 3, and then we have our 3/4 notes, so you can figure out how to count the measures. Oh, look at measure 5. We have a whole rest. We should know that even though this is a whole rest, this is going to be 3 beats of silence. Okay, let me see if I can write a 3, and then look, beat 1, resting on beat 2, and then here's beat 3, and then this is how you count the beats in each measure. Half note, okay, and then here's beat 3, so half note gets 2 beats, and the quarter note gets 1 beat. That's on beat 3, and here is our dotted half note, okay? Does everyone understand? Good, good, good. Okay, so let's quickly finish up, okay? We're almost finished here. All right, last couple of questions. Are you with me? Let me see you put it in the chat. Are you with me? Okay, come on. 1796.
Let's go.
Samiq. Okay, are you with me? All right, so a slur in music, this is what we're talking about. A slur occurs when 2 or more notes of blank, either the same or different pitches, are joined by a curved line. Okay, so what is the answer? When you see a slur, let me highlight this. Okay, what are we doing? When would it occur? When 2 or more notes of the same pitches are joined together by a curved line, or different pitches? That's the question for you, okay? So let me go ahead and put my timer up. Here we go. Only going to give you a few seconds because I know you know this. Come on, stay with me. I believe in you. I know you know this. I know you know this. Come on, come on. Let me hear from you. Okay. Almost there, almost there. Okay, 6 seconds, 6 seconds. All right. Okay, that's our time. That's our time. So a slur, occurs when 2 or more notes of is it the same or different? The answer is different. Okay, so that's when you can see that you have different notes. This is a space note. This is a line note. This is a space note. This is a line note. If you don't know a line note from a space note, please go back and review Unit 1. But I'll just tell you really quickly, a space note sits between the lines here, okay? So this is a space note. A line note has a line going through it. So they're not the same. They are different. And here you have a space note sitting between the lines. And here you have a line note. So it is of different pitches that are joined by the curved line that you see. And it can either be below or above, okay? Below or above. Okay, so we're going to move along. Now, my next question is, a tie occurs when 2 or more in this case, I should have or more because sometimes it's more than two. Notes are either the same pitch or different pitch or pitches are joined by a curved line. So let me read that again. A tie occurs when two notes of the same pitch or pitches are joined by a curved line. Two or more notes of the same pitch or different pitches are joined by a curved line. What is the answer? Okay, so notice we have a tie up here. It can be tricky because it kind of sort of looks like a curved line, but look at the tie. What do you think? Okay, good. It is the same. Okay, it is the same. All right, good, good, good. All right, we have our last question. Okay, our last question. All right, so I want you to write the correct time signature in the space provided. Then, we're going to write the beats numbers below the staff. Okay, so look at section A, section B, and section C. I want you to tell me the time signature, and we're going to write the time signature in the space provided, and then we're going to write the beats underneath. Okay, so I'll give you a few moments to tell me. Let's just start with letter A. Okay, let's start with letter A, and if you know it, please put your answer in the chat. Okay, put your answer in the chat. This will be our last one. I'll stop here. Okay, and if you have questions, please let me know. Okay, excuse me. Oh, wait, I didn't put my timer on. That's okay. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's look at section A. Okay, so we have beat 1, beat 2. That's measure 1. Measure 2, because we know that bar lines organizes our music into measures. We have a half note. So a half note gets 2 beats. And so this has to be a 2/4 time signature. Do you see that? Okay, good. All right, let me give a ding, ding, ding. Okay, let's look at section B. Okay, so let me put my timer on and go. All right, a little tricky because we have a tied note there. We have 2 notes tied together. Don't get confused. They're tied of the same pitch. That's the distinction when we have a tied note. They are tied, but they have the same pitch. It's tied to the same pitch. Okay? So here we're in the bass clef, right? Doesn't matter. We have a quarter rest, which is beat 1. We have a dotted half note. This is tricky, but a dotted half note, we already talked about that, gets 3 beats. So we're going to put beat 2 here, 3, and 4. Oops, hold on. Okay, yep, that's right. I almost confused myself. So we have our quarter rest here, 1, then beat 2, beat 3, and beat 4, and then it's tied to the same pitch, right? That is not a slur. So here we have beat 1. We have a half note here, gets 2 beats, 2, 3, and then our quarter note here is on beat 4. So it gets a 4/4 time signature. Okay, and I can make that a little bit bigger. Does everyone see that? Okay, good. 4/4. Okay, all right, our last one, section C. Okay, What is the time signature? And put your clock up, Miss Christine. All right. I don't know where our students went, but I'm going to bounce my shoulders. Come on in the classroom. Tell me, what is the correct time signature for letter C? Okay. We have to put that in the space provided. All right. And if you don't know, you can just put that in the chat as well. All right. Good job. All right. Oh, that's our time. Okay, good work. All right, so here's section 2. We have a half note. A half note gets 2 beats, okay? So I'm going to put 1, 2. And of course, I'm writing on my screen with my mouse, so it's not the easiest. This is going to get 2 beats, okay? And then this quarter note is coming in on beat 3. We have a bar line. And then the next measure, we have beat 1, beat 2, and beat 3. And so this is going to get a 3, 4 time signature. Does everyone see that? Yes. Good work. Good job. Let me give you a clap, clap, clap. All right. Any questions? Any questions? All right, job well done. I'm clapping, clapping, clapping for you. If you have questions, you can put it in the chat. All right, if you want to download the resources, let me put that up for you. They are free, 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 okay? All right, until they're no longer free, and then there'll be a few dollars, not much. But everything is free. And you may say, well, why? Because we want you to have the resources, and we don't want funds or anything to jeopardize your learning. Okay, so there it is. You can scan the QR code wherever it is, or copy the link. Okay, and get your resources. Let me also encourage you to please like and subscribe, okay? If you've enjoyed this review, or if the review was confusing, something didn't connect, let me know. And also watch the replays, okay? I've shared the replays. In fact, let me see if I can do that really quickly, okay? Here we go. I was just showing, this was a gig we just did here. Let's go to the courses that we have right on our channel. Okay. Unit 1 right there in red. Watch the replays. Okay. There are 14 lessons and they all have resources. Unit 2, watch the replay. There are all the lessons that we talked about because everything builds on each other. And here is Unit 3 that we just did. In other words, we did the final challenge. So if something doesn't connect, you can review these past courses here, okay? Because they're all there for you so that you can be edified. Any other questions? Let me say thank you, thank you, thank you for joining in. This was a challenge, but hopefully an encouraging one. If you knew all the answers, pat yourself on the back, and hopefully I'll see everyone next week live in the music room, okay? We can't thank you enough. If you're watching the replay, let me say thank you. Okay, thank you. I appreciate what you do for the channel. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. So please don't forget to like. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, please like, okay? That means a lot. And I'm not sponsored. I'm not getting any money for this. We're doing this out of the pure goodness of our heart. So if there are no questions, I'm going to encourage you to continue spreading the love of music in your heart. Keep it in your heart. And until next time, I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.